Hi, this is Chris from Liberty University for communications for Liberty University's online class. I'm doing a speech on narcissism. I'll go ahead and do a 360-degree rotation of the camera, show the audience. Okay, so we're going to talk about a little bit about narcissism in America and what we all hope to accomplish here, possibly bring some awareness to narcissism and narcissistic tendencies. So everywhere you look, everywhere you go, and everything you do in this world, or in this country as well, will involve seeing narcissistic people. Basically, anywhere you go, the shopping malls, your local freeways, narcissism exists. And so based upon the research that I found from ABC's 2020 and US News, there's truly an overwhelming abundance of narcissism in this country. So in light of this evidence, we'll try to pinpoint the problem in ourselves and bring about some awareness and hopefully be able to see it in others so that we know what to look for. So by defining it, we'll be able to maybe understand it a little bit better. So let's go ahead and define it as Webster's Dictionary defines it as egoism or egocentrism. Basically, egocentrism is person is only concerned with their own motivations in life. They're not concerned with, motivations or they don't really basically even care about anybody else's thinking. All they care about is what they think. So some of the dangers to that could be, say you're driving down the freeway at 70 miles an hour and somebody cuts right in front of you without using a turn signal, and you basically honk your horn at them to let them know that you're upset, and they just give you a hand gesture. So unfortunately, things like that, and then also, children being raised by narcissistic parents tend to, have problems with kids growing up, creates a generational crisis, which is kind of where we find ourselves in right now in American culture. Politicians as well. Politicians are very narcissistic. They tend to vote and make laws based on stuff that they don't even care about what the people who voted them in for. They don't make laws based on what they wanted. They make their own laws based on what their own beliefs are. That's very narcissistic. Other things like Facebook has become kind of the platform for narcissism in this country and in this world especially. So unfortunately with Facebook, it's kind of like the narcissistic platform. Everybody's on it and it's all about me, 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 and basically no bad traits are given, all good traits are given. So that's one form of narcissism on there. And then you have television, you have sports stars, movie stars, reality TV shows. That's another big narcissistic tool. Everybody wants to kind of gain popularity and gain attention and kind of show all their good traits and none of their bad traits. Dr. Jim Taylor, he's an author from ABC's 2020, and he gives a pretty interesting quote. It says, it's not surprising to see a rise in narcissism in this generation, given that young people are being bombarded by these messages 24/7 through every form of media. I fully agree with Dr. Taylor, and there's another quote by Lindsay Lyon from US News I'd like to read. It says, we're in danger of becoming a nation of people who are just focused on themselves and don't care if they harm other people in the process of their own success. That's really the essence of narcissism. So we must be willing to accept what narcissism is in us before we can even overcome that and move on and try to help others. So in conclusion, there truly is a lot of narcissism in this country, and as you can see through this video, we just touch on the issues and just hoping to bring some awareness to the issues. And with this epidemic, I don't understand how anybody could not think of narcissism every time you're out in public and around people and on the road and everything else. It becomes pretty aware that narcissism exists. So train your ego to be humble and try to be happy with who God made you to be. Try not to be very ego-driven, and remember Genesis 1:26 through 27, which basically states that we're all created in the image and likeness of God. And so we should try to do that and do that for ourselves before it's too late. Thank you.